Kia ora team, welcome back to another vlog. I thought we could just have a little chat and a little catch up. I have tried to film this intro so many times and I don't know how people who do this all the time accomplish this. Like, how do you decide what to talk about? How do you... I think I'm just... Oh, that was my chair, by the way. I think I just feel in a particularly self-conscious state. There was someone sitting in their car smoking for ages and they had direct kind of like eye light to this window and can see me. And they finally left, and I think maybe I can be a little bit more chill and less self-conscious now. We'll see, I don't hold high hopes. Anyway, so I'm currently editing this vlog and putting things together. This vlog is going to be a bit different to the ones I've had in the past. All two of them, you know, tradition and history set in stone. But this vlog is going to be a little bit different, mainly because I have not filmed a lot of creative stuff. I haven't been drawing as much, or if I have, I've kind of forgotten to film. Sorry about that. So this vlog is mostly a collection of videos that we've taken over the past, you know, 3 to 4 weeks as we've gone back out into the world. New Zealand uses a traffic light system for COVID. So red is the highest one, and that has the largest amount of safety measures for COVID. So compulsory masking in all indoor spaces, things like limited numbers for indoor events, yeah, that sort of thing. And we recently moved down to orange, which has fewer restrictions or fewer safety measures. I probably prefer to say fewer safety measures in place. But that does mean that we have gone out a little bit more. We went to the movies for the first time last week, and we also went to eat inside a restaurant for the first time in, you know, months, a couple of weeks ago. So it's been nice, but we're also still being really, really cautious and masking wherever possible, even outdoors. And yeah, just trying to keep ourselves safe and other people safe as much as humanly possible. Yeah, some of the things that we have done is you've just seen, by the time I put this in, you've just seen some stuff about us going to Hamilton to visit my in-laws. My husband's 2 grandfathers also live down there currently, so we went and visited them, and that was really nice. So we went to the Waitomo Caves, which is a very popular tourist attraction in New Zealand. There are glowworms, which I didn't realise are only found in New Zealand and Australia. Yeah, didn't know that. Anyway, so it was pretty cool. I haven't been there since I was a kid. And because there are so few tourists, there were only 7 of us in the tour group, including the tour guide, which was pretty special and strange. But great, because, you know, my husband's 94-year-old grandfather was with us, and, you know, he needs to take his time because it's a little dodgy walking down some of those steps. And yeah, it's just been nice to kind of get out and about again, but like I said, still being cautious. In terms of shop stuff, because I haven't had so many productive hours this week, or this month I should say, and that's largely been due to mental health stuff and emotional stuff. I've set sort of personal deadlines in place, but I've not really met any of them. But we're doing our best, and that's all you can do. We're doing our best. So yeah, I currently have a time frame set up for when I want to launch the store. We'll see if we make that time frame. So I'm not going to mention it here in case we're like wildly off course. But basically, I've tried to plan this week out as just trying to get as much done as possible. Not in a super stressful way, but I do have this kind of strategy that I use where I like just create a mega list of all the things that are still kind of, all the tasks that are still outstanding, and just use it, try and focus in and just get them all done. And I'll do that for as long as kind of like my energy can be maintained without burning myself out or anything like that. Yeah, so that's what kind of my goal for this week is, just to see how much I can get done and then revisit the shop time frame and my plan for it at the end of this week, based on, you know, what's happened, what I managed to get through. But things that I'm working on for that are some art prints, bookmarks, which may be a bit niche, but I saw someone who did them and they looked really cute. Maybe a tote bag, and I was going to do stickers, but I can't find a sustainable option in New Zealand or Australia. There are kind of sustainable, even biodegradable options that exist out, in the UK and things. But I just haven't found a good, sustainable, eco-friendly alternative to vinyl stickers. If you know of any, please let me know. But yeah, I'm trying to make my business as sustainable as possible. And yeah, putting vinyl plastic stickers out into the world doesn't really fit in with that, unfortunately. So as fun as they are, it's just not something I'm going to be doing until I can find a good alternative. So yeah, those are some of the things that I'm going to be working on this week, I should say. And I've also got a bunch of fan art ideas and maybe a comic idea that I'd really like to do. April has been a really quiet month when it comes to paid work. Thank you so much to my patrons for, subscribing and giving me a reason to like get up and do some mahi, do some work. Yeah, I've been really, really thankful for my patrons. I put out my second podcast newsletter on it, I think last week. So yeah, if you'd like to listen to that and kind of get more frequent updates about what I'm doing, then yeah, that's kind of the place to go. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to editing. I think this will do for now. So see you in a really short bit. Hey team, Editing Kim here. I thought that I would just do a little voiceover for this part of the video. We went to Sculptereum for the first time in Matakana, and it's kind of known as a sculpture garden and art gallery, with a very popular restaurant there as well called Rothko. So I've been wanting to go for a while, and we finally decided that Easter weekend was the perfect time. It was not the perfect time. It was super busy, the traffic was awful, and that probably didn't help our mood by the time we got there. And I don't want to be like super mean and cynical about this place, but we just found it such a strange place. What we didn't know before we went was that it's actually a private collection from basically two very rich lawyers who have created this sculpture garden and art galleries. And I'll be honest, guys, like, it was weird. There's a lot of stuff there. Like, looking back at the footage, it looks really nice, but there was a lot of stuff there that looked like it was from garden centers, from artist markets, from overseas, that like tourists go and pick up a big sculpture of a horse, which you'll like see later maybe. But there were also like a lot of inspo quotes and an entire section dedicated to Steve Jobs, which was bizarre. None of the artists in the sculpture garden were credited, and there were plenty of signs, but as you've seen so far in this video, a lot of them just said things like dog rock or like squirrel rock. Anyway, we just found it kind of a bit bizarre and not worth the $32 that we paid per person to go. It's actually $45 if you pay on the door, so if you do go, just pay online because you get 25% off, and don't do what we did and go on an incredibly busy Easter weekend or public holiday. Anyway, it does look quite nice, but yeah, just if you know anything about art, it was just a very bizarrely set up space that wasn't curated. The art inside the galleries was pretty nice, as you can see in the video, but we probably will be telling people to stay away. Anyway, that's my 2 cents on that place. Enjoy the rest of the video. Hey, I actually made a mistake. So they did credit like one artist in the sculpture garden, I forgot. And he had like a couple of pieces there, but there was nothing about his art practice or anything like that. So as a person who enjoys going to art galleries and learning more about the art and the artists and what they're trying to go for, it was just really, really disappointing. All the artists in the 6 art galleries, which are basically 6 small rooms, were credited, and that was actually really interesting because it felt like they bought art from real artists, not just from random places and random travels, maybe. So yeah, they did credit some artists, but there was very, very little detail in any of the signage about what the art was about or who the artist was. Hey team, so editing Kim here again. I thought I should probably do an outro for this video, so thank you so much for watching if you've watched it. I want to say if you like Sculptereum, it has so many 5-star reviews that like by all means go. Like it is pretty, it's well maintained. I just think it's expensive and I don't know, I just didn't get that much out of it. So yeah. There are other sculpture farms out of Matakana or in that area that I'd really like to go to, particularly Gibbs Farm I've heard is really, really cool. So hopefully that'll be something we can go to. Anywho, thanks for watching and I'll see you really soon. Bye!